tell me, ask me.
There's no question coming up at the moment.
No question.
No.
No question. So how are you here in the retreat? How are your days? How are your nights?
The last few nights, actually, the first 3 nights, I had some nightmares.
That's very, very normal. Here,
And last
close
night,
to Arunachala, yes.
yeah, last night it was actually a good night, but then in the morning I also had a nightmare again. Yeah, and
Look, Fabian, it's much better.
Mhm.
It's really auspicious if these nightmares are manifesting in the dream state
Mhm.
than in the everyday state, no?
Mhm.
Much better, no?
Yeah.
If you have a nightmare, something horrible happening, for example, let's say an accident, no? Accident would happen in a dream. The next morning, still you're fine, physically, no?
Mhm.
While, if it would happen, then it takes a lot of time to recover. No? So, we could state that it's a kind of a purification. Purification,
Mhm.
if there's something like what we experience as a nightmare,
Mhm.
gets released, has been stored in your brain, and gets released. Yeah.
And also, I'm reading this book by Papaji.
Which one?
It's called This.
This, yes. Some prose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I read it, I'm reading it again and again, not because I don't understand the English, but I try to like think how he means it.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I think you should not really think so much, so it's really difficult for me to incorporate the way he's trying to teach it. And this makes my head like really warm, actually, like almost feverish. And yeah, yesterday, like I was thinking so much about it that right after dinner, I wanted to go to bed, because when I'm asleep, I don't think so much.
Very good. Therefore, I said early sleep tonight. No?
Yeah.
No, it's beneficial to reflect on these words, as you say, what he is pointing at, and what he's pointing at, because what he's poetically expressing, it's not to nail down a certain concept,
Mm-hmm.
but to point to something which is unspeakable. Yeah, this is certainly often what he speaks about, that it's one cannot speak about. So I know this booklet quite well because I translated nearly all of it in German.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, I was also even reflecting on the correct meaning of the words. It's good to reflect on it, and like this, the mind, which is anyway known or unknown, super busy all the time. Some might not see that permanently there is this during and doing, and all one is quite aware of it. Some people are troubled by it, no? Troubled by the permanent thought activity. Like this, there's a certain focus. You use this mental capacity to understand, to integrate also to doubt. Why not? You see, you have your own understanding. You compare if it makes sense. And in this kind of sacred literature, there can happen also a tremendous deepening over time. You know, maybe you would read this in 3 weeks and you have a much deeper understanding. Yeah, maybe in 3 years, again, something else reveals. No? Yeah.
But other than that, I'm doing really fine here. Like, I really enjoy the nature and yeah, all the little things in the garden. Yeah.
Very good, very good. So, first your mother got advice from a friend or recommended from a friend about this, what I point at, probably about me, yeah, as we say. But I'm a soul representative, I would say, you know, just giving these beings a chance, a unique chance to find out who they are, to find salvation in life, not in heaven. No, I must promise salvation in heaven, yeah. But here the promise is now. And then your sister also came, and she had her own experiences. Obviously, it's beneficial for her because she came back, yeah? And now you came also.
Yeah.
So would you have come by yourself?
Maybe if I would. I'm not sure because I was very, very busy recently in my life.
Yeah.
So.
With your studies?
With my studies, yes. And there was nothing else in my head for the past 1 year. Nothing, but I was very busy with my studies.
Yeah.
But probably in the last few years I would not have come to you, but I cannot say maybe in the
anyway,
future.
now it's the right
here,
now
yes.
it's the right time.
Yeah, it's the right time. Yes. And I also wanted to thank you because I was commenting one of your YouTube videos, the 9 Circles of Enlightened Life,
Yes.
and you immediately answered me, and I want to say thank you very much for that.
Most welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a tough time in my state exam, and thank you very much for your help.
Most welcome. Yes, very good, very good. Thankfulness is the key to happiness.